Because today is such a special, heartbreaking, I don't know if bittersweet is the right word to use. I can use bittersweet. It's been 10 years since one of my college best friends passed away, Brittany Latissia Everett. That's exactly how she introduced herself: first name, middle name, last name. So I'm just going to pay honor and respect to her by introducing her as Brittany Latissia Everett. Today is bittersweet in a way because I'm really sad that my good girlfriend is not here anymore. But I'm reflecting on the type of person she was, and I can laugh about some things, I can tear up about some things, and I can really feel good about some things because I know that I had a really good friend. She was, and I know a lot of people that went to Trinity University can attest to this. Brittany was one of the nicest people I ever met in my life. And me coming from Baltimore, I would tell her, Brittany, you too nice. Like, you're too nice. And it would make me so mad because she would just talk to anyone. She would talk to anyone. Like, it could be the strangest looking guy on the street, or like somebody who just clearly has like this look that they don't want to be bothered. And she would just spark conversations with them. And I never understood, like, Brittany, like, what is wrong with you? And I'm laughing because there was a time when I brought Brittany to Baltimore. And a lot of people, as soon as they hear that I'm from Baltimore, they immediately start asking me all this crazy stuff about The Wire, about all the crime. And Brittany was so intrigued when I brought her to Baltimore. She was just so intrigued by it. I took her to Skateworks and she enjoyed it. But she also got a little taste of Baltimore. I can't remember, but I think I did take her riding through the hood just so she could, like, say that she been there. But yeah, she was a good friend. But on top of being somebody who made me laugh and somebody who was extremely kind, I'm reflecting on her heart today. Brittany was definitely a person who gave back. She was into community service. I remember, and she still has videos up on her Instagram, when during the furlough, she was a government employee at the time, she was going to do community service during the furlough. Even though people were at home upset because they weren't sure when they were going to go back to work or when they were going to get their next paycheck, Brittany was the type of person who was going and feeding the homeless. And it really makes me feel good to know that I had such a really good friend, and a lot of her character traits have rubbed off on me. Although I did have a heart for service, like knowing the type of person that she was, a kind person. It didn't matter what type of person you were. She was going to be kind to you regardless. A person who just always gave everybody the benefit of the doubt. A person who, even in bad times, she was able to still do some good. I just continue to try to carry on her legacy. And in doing that, I just think that nothing is too hard. Nothing is too hard. I think, like, what would Brittany do? And it's crazy to think that she has been a good motivator for me these past 10 plus years. But man, like, love your friends, love your friends, appreciate them when they're around. As soon as we graduated, Brittany and I would still stay in contact, but not as much because we weren't really seeing each other every day. She stayed in DC and I moved back to Baltimore. Even though it's a quick trip, it's a trip that you don't feel like making all the time. And we were just trying to figure life out after college, which is normal. But man, love on your friends. When I say that, I mean, go to the birthdays, go to the celebrations, go to the baby showers. Sometimes sending a card just isn't enough. Like, you have to lay your eyes on your friends these days. You have to call them on FaceTime. You have to send a text message and let them know that, like, they're still important to you. I am grateful to know, as I'm going through Brittany's Instagram, I can scroll back and I'm like, man, like, Brittany posted me. Like, she even posted that time when I was in a pageant. Like, I didn't even know she had that photo posted on her Instagram. So it just showed that I was a really good friend to her as well, because that was my road dog. It was a couple of us. We called ourselves the Fab Five. It was me, Kamillah, Brittany, Sydney, and Anna. Whenever Kayla wanted to be around us, because we annoyed her all the time, Kayla was my overmate. If Brittany used to be too nice to me, Brittany used to annoy the heck out of Kayla, but that's another story for another day. But it was all jokes. It was all jokes. It was all love. I'm just really, really grateful that I had such a good friend. I'm really grateful I had such a good friend. And I pray that Brittany's legacy and the character traits that she rubbed off on me, rubbed off on many. She was loved by so many people. And I'm just so grateful that today I get to remember her and reflect on her and just honor her in this day. So sleep in peace, Brittany. I love you, girl. We miss you. And thank you so much for watching over us. I'm telling you, the world just did not know just how blessed and fortunate you were. Everybody's calling themselves a social media influencer, and Brittany was a social media influencer before people even knew what that was. I'm telling you, go follow her page at the Brittany L. Everett Show. Like, she already had this stuff going 2013 back then, and now everybody is an influencer. And I'm like, my friend Ben. But yeah, that's all I got to say today. I hope y'all have a great day. Sending y'all love from not just me, but from the spirit of my girl Brittany. Take care, y'all.